Hello guys, or what is up? My name is Dan the Delight, and today I'm going to be showing you how to complete kill or capture on Realism difficulty. Now this is going to be a series on my channel, so I'm going to be doing every mission on Realism. There will be a link in the description down below full of the videos in a playlist, so you can just go through the whole lot. But yeah, this is the first mission, proper mission. I mean, there's the first one that you play, which is set like in the desert and that sort of thing, but it is literally just calling in a missile, so it's nice and easy. You don't really need a guide for that one, I shouldn't think. But this one, it can get a little bit tricky, I can't lie. To be honest, I had like a few occasions I did have to sort of reset. You'll probably see a little bit where the camera's cutting a little bit every now and then, just slightly, where I did die and stuff like that. So it's not easy at all by any means, and it's quite a way to start. So basically you start off by having to infiltrate this building, so you have to just wait for your teammate. There's a little bit of waiting around in this mission, to be honest with you, which does get a little bit tedious. The other missions not so much, but for some reason this first mission is just a little bit slower. But yeah, you just got to wait for your teammates here. They literally are just watching a plane go down, so eventually you're going to have to get to the crash site, help the guys in the crash site and take out some enemies, but we'll get to that in just a bit. So first of all, you see this building here, you're going to have to breach it. So we're going to go in there. Basically the teammates that you're with will smash it with a hammer, that sort of thing, and then you will go in and there'll be two enemies in there, so just be careful and be ready. There will be two enemies in here that you are going to have to kill, and then there'll be one just on the left hand side as well, but there'll be two sort of straight away. I did the flash just to get the trophy as well. If you haven't seen the video, check that one out for the trophy guide. But then there's a guide there as well, so just be on guard there. I would recommend picking up the M16 that they drop just for this next part, because you do need to be fairly accurate. You do have a sniper as well, but for some reason I find the sniper kind of hard to use on this in the campaign, because you literally can only be shot like once or twice at the very most, and you will die. So the M16 seems to actually do the job for me. You don't want that submachine gun. But I basically sat behind this van and took these guys out on the balcony here. So not easy, to be honest. This bit did take me a couple of attempts to get these guys, but yeah, you basically just want to do that. Then you hit the C to checkpoint, reach in the top left hand side and sprint over to this van here, and you will be able to sort of protect yourself. I think that's pretty much all of them done. Your teammates are actually a little bit helpful on this. Normally like COD games, your teammates don't do an awful lot, but they actually were helping a little bit on this one, which is a bit different compared to the others. But yeah, there's still a few left by the looks of things. You see a RPG go out and that sort of thing, but basically the main thing you want to do is sort of head towards the building. That's the main aim. You want to take over this building here, so be very careful here, because there will be some enemies here and there. Here, there's that guy there, pops up out of the floor. That's definitely one that tricked me up a few times in the first couple of times that I had a go. But yeah, there's a few enemies in here that will still be in here. You can't get through that door just yet. You will be able to, but yeah, you just need to go in a certain way. So basically where you just was, where the guy popped out of the floor, go in there. Just be very, very careful. Like, have your finger on the trigger, because there will be people sort of popping up here and there. There's one that I thought that's already been taken care of, and then you're going to want to go up the stairs, and up the stairs there's a few people that just sort of pop out here and there. So just be very careful. I will alert you when that happens anyway, if you are playing along, or if you're just watching to watch the campaign, then yeah, you're in for a treat here. So as you can see, that guy's just been shot, one of the teammates, so flashbang in there and take this guy out. You don't need to be that quick with it, because you have flashed him, so he will be sort of like, that's my best flashbang impersonation, but yeah, he'll be sort of in trouble anyway, so you can just literally shoot him in the head and move on. So there's the guy here, that's your teammate. Now I didn't realise this, I made a big mess up in my first playthrough where I left these people, because it's not really instructed that you need to go get them, and I didn't know they were in here. But yeah, they will just wait there if you don't do anything here. So I'm still sort of like, what do I do? And then through here there's this guy, so you can take him down with a nice takedown there, use your knee and that sort of thing. And then there's an actual room here as well, and you want to actually take the people out in here, because I didn't do this first time round. I just sort of carried on and was wondering like, why can't I move on? But yeah, you need to actually take them people out there. Once you've done that, then you can move on. So your teammate will come in here, and then he will let you out, and you'll be able to move on to the next section. And the next section is in fact heading towards the crash site. So yeah, we're sort of ploughing through. I mean, this mission takes probably about 20 minutes to complete, roughly. It took me a bit longer because I kept failing, to be honest with you. But yeah, it will probably take about 20 minutes if you don't fail. It, obviously more if you have to restart things. But yeah, head to the crash site, and this is where a lot of the mission takes place, to be honest. So you want to basically defend the crash site here. So there will be enemies that will come forward in just a moment. So you just have a little talking section here with the guys that crash. Looks like the pilot's dead, unfortunately, but the captain, the Fields, is still alive. The Fields must be French or French Canadian, perhaps. But yeah, certainly not a name that I would be familiar with. But yeah, you're in this sort of broken plane, helicopter kind of thing, and then there will be enemies. See where the flames and that are. There will be enemies that come through the smoke there, so just be on alert that you will need to take them out in just a moment. I don't know why I put night vision goggles on, to be honest. That's not really going to do an awful lot, although I do like the night vision goggles on this game. They're a lot more realistic than just like that green that you used to get, where it's just like that sort of toy you'd get when you're a kid. Doesn't really do a lot. But yeah, we'll just be on guard here, because there will be enemies. So just I'd recommend, like, just take a few shots, let the auto aim in, and then crouch down behind the thing, pop back up, and that sort of thing. That's probably your best bet, to be honest here. So I'm just going to let this play out a little bit here. But there are some Semtex or C4 sort of thing that you can grab on the right hand side here. So you're being shot at with with grenades or RPGs. But there is like Semtex that you can pick up here. And then you can, or proximity mines, and you can put them here because they will start coming in from that side as well. So if you put the mines down, and that will sort of not stop them, but they will blow up, so it will definitely help. But to be fair, I think I pretty much covered this without any mines going off, so that's quite good, I guess. But yeah, just be on aware that if you're sort of focusing over there, then you probably will get killed from behind, so just be careful of that, and use them mines if you want to. But yeah, again, like, it is just literally taking these guys out at this point, just making sure that you don't get killed. I don't know why I was going at him with a shotgun there. That was never ever going to work. But yeah, checkpoint reached. So the next section that you have is still in this crash site, and there'll be armoured trucks. So that this, I've got a bit confused with what you're meant to do here first time round, but yeah, basically there's some armoured trucks that come along here, and you need to just take out the enemies that are coming out of them. You don't really need to actually try and take the trucks out, thank goodness, because that would have been an absolute nightmare with just an M16 and a snippy rifle. But yeah, we've got the checkpoint again there. There seems to be a lot of checkpoints, which is really good, because that means that if you do die, you haven't got to restart like miles behind. So that is handy. But yeah, they're firing at you with like grenades and that sort of thing, so I'd just go prone here. There's no point taking any risks at this point. And then yeah, there's some more enemies. Maybe I was a bit premature, to be honest, with the armoured vehicles. I don't know if they're there or not, to be honest, but there's still just some enemies coming. So just basically go through the same routine, just up and drop, and yeah, that's the best way to deal with it. There's some frags here that you can take. Obviously, you've got the mines still there. I mean, grenades, they're not really going to be that useful on this mission, to be honest with you, but it might be good to have if you're someone that really does like using grenades. But there's some more enemies, so just wait for him to pop his head up, and then hope. I think we got him. The only thing with plan, I don't know if it's on every sort of level, but on Realism you don't get hit markers, so I don't know if that's on all of the difficulties, but yeah, no hit markers, unfortunately, so that does make it a little bit difficult to know if you've killed someone or not, or if you've even hit them. But yeah, I mean, yes, it's meant to be harder. But there we go, another checkpoint has been reached there. So there's Ghost. Pick up some ammo, you're probably going to need it. And I think now is probably where the armoured vehicles come in. I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, I can't remember. But we're going to see in a second anyway. Right, so we're getting some air support, which would make sense because we are pretty outnumbered, to be honest, on the ground here, and we've done pretty well considering. Let's have a look, see what they're saying. Okay. Right, so this might be where the armoured vehicles, there we go. So we got some armoured vehicles coming in. So as I said, you don't actually need to blow up the vehicles, thank goodness. you do just need to kill the people that do come out of the vehicles, and there is quite a few of them. But to be honest, I felt like this bit was a bit easier than the first section, and there wasn't as many enemies. I said that this mission is not really good for grenades, and then I go throwing a grenade. But to be honest, that might be why I felt like this bit of the mission was a little bit easier, was because I did throw the grenades out there, and that might have took out some of the enemies and made it a bit quicker. So always the option there. But yeah, I found it easier to come to this edge here and try and take him out. Popping up and down was just a bit, I was getting a bit bored of that, so I thought if I come round here then I can try and get some. Throw another grenade. As I said, they're not very useful, however I've used them all. But there we go, checkpoint reached. So as I said, that seemed like a lot quicker. I don't know if it's the helicopter, if it is just easier and quicker, or the grenades, but yeah, we're advancing pretty nicely here. So we're just over halfway through the mission, to be honest, so that's really good. First mission is definitely, it's a long one, to be honest. The second mission was nowhere near as long as the first one, I felt. So yeah, we'll just take these guys, let them have their little chinwag, and checkpoint reached. So the next section is basically we are going to want to regroup. So we just follow these guys, we run towards another building here. But in the building, or on the building should I say, there are some snippies, so some snipers, and they will try and kill you. So you need to be on sort of your best guard, because you are the one with the sniper. You're going to have to take these snipers out. Luckily on their guns they do have a green like laser, so you can kind of pick them off quite easily, but you do have to be pretty quick, because otherwise they will kill you. That doesn't look good. There's a plane going down, hopefully that's an enemy. But yeah, you have to be quick with this sniping section, because they will be able to see you, so you need to make sure that you're on it with the sniper rifle here. So you just literally follow these guys down here. Very nice scenery. I must say the graphics on this are fantastic. Right, there you go. See, our teammate's just been killed there by a laser. So you just want to be on sort of, I don't know, see where the laser is and take him out as quick as you can. Otherwise he will take you out. You can zoom as well on the sniper by clicking the left stick in, and that will make it a heck of a lot easier to actually spot the snipers. I didn't actually realise that you could do that first time round, so I was trying to take these guys out from about a mile away without any sort of aiming or zooming. But yeah, don't make my mistake. Yeah, we're just going to keep moving forward a little bit, and now I think I've just realised that you can actually click the stick, and then you can aim in a little bit. But there's an enemy there, so just take him out. He's in between the satellite dishes. Hopefully you should be in the same position on your game as well as mine, so that'll be handy for you if you can just follow this sort of thing. And then there's the other one, just hide in there, so take him out. I think there's only two that you need to actually worry about here, but there's some other enemies on there as well, so you can always take them out as well. Having the sniper handy will definitely help here, because I think like the M16 and that sort of thing probably won't really be as effective from this far with the recoil and that sort of thing, so using a sniper will definitely help. But basically what you're going to want to do is just sort of hold fire, or hold it down here, just make sure that you don't get killed while the airstrike takes that building and destroys it. So you don't want to sort of head there just yet, you just want to take out the enemies that are on there, and wait pretty much for the airstrike to come in, which will be there in just a minute, I would imagine. Checkpoint reached. Yeah, there's the helicopter there, so it's going to actually take the building out, and then we want to head towards the building now that it's been took out, and hopefully there's not as many enemies in there as what there would have been before that huge explosion. However, there are going to definitely be some enemies in there, so we've got to be on best guard. I mean, this bit was a bit tricky as well. This is probably one of the harder bits, because there are enemies, it's quite dark in there, and there are enemies that just sort of come out of nowhere at you, so you just need to be like fully vigilant, be like ready and reactive. But yeah, at this point I'm not going to get ahead of myself too much, but that's just a warning for what is to come. But yeah, at this point you just want to sort of head towards the building here, and again there will be some enemies in here, so just be careful. Don't use your sniper here. Pick up, like, I've got the RPK there. I think I die here, to be honest, and then end up dropping that anyway, and I don't even bother picking it up. I just use the M16. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll stick with it. I'm not too sure. I've switched over again there. But yeah, there's an enemy here. So use this wall here to actually take him out. I made the mistake of not doing that, and I got killed the first time round. And then there's one here as well. So again, it is pretty dark in here. Night vision goggles, as cool as they look, I don't know if they really help too much in this building, to be honest. But yeah, you might find more success using them than what I did. But yeah, it is pretty dark in here, and there are a lot of enemies sort of in and around this area. But you just want to basically take out the bottom floor, and then you'll be instructed to go up to the second floor, or building 3 even, and then, well, it is technically the second floor. I don't know why it's called building 3. But yeah, basically just follow these guys. There will be someone that will pop out of a door here, but they'll take care of it. And this is a bit of an annoying bit, so you need to really be visual and careful here, because there is a guy. It's the most sneaky thing I've seen in all of Call of Duty so far. I will get to that in just a moment. So he takes out that guy, so you don't need to worry about that. You can go in there. I think there's another guy in there that you can actually take out, or another 2 guys perhaps in there that you can take out, or you don't even really need to bother, because I think that your teammates will do it anyway, perhaps. Oh yeah, he's already gone. I think, yeah, there's another one. Yeah, he's been shot as well. So I don't really know why I had that obsession with the laptop there. But yeah, this is the tricky part. So there'll be a guy on the right and a guy straight, but the guy straight is in like this tiny little hole. So I actually flashbang in there just to sort of, well, I think I might have just used a normal grenade, to be honest. I was getting fed up at that point. So go round to the right hand side here. Yeah, I used a grenade, and then see that guy down there. So sneaky, so just be very careful of him, because he will definitely, there's you go, you can see it better in the night vision, he will definitely trip you up. He tripped me up quite a few times, to be honest. So yeah, just be careful, and you just want to take these guys out. So there's not many here. They can't really, they're not, I think they're pretty much bamboozled from the explosion from the helicopter, to be honest with you. But yeah, we are coming up towards the end of the mission now. Only like 2 minutes left of this mission, so not too bad. You want to investigate the room, press and hold square on those papers there, and then look at Hassan's uniform. And Hassan's here. That's the guy that we're after. But yeah, I'm going to leave the video here for the commentary anyway, because there's not much left at all. So hopefully you do like this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, and there will be a link in the description down below full of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 walkthroughs, realism walkthrough, trophy and achievement guides, all that good stuff. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Roll up, doors open. Heard something inside. Copy. Let's clear it. Contact! Clear?
All clear.
Search it. Let's find what they were hiding.
Alcatala's got some serious shit in here.
This warehouse wasn't on the intel.
For their hostile aggression on my nation and our noble leaders. Because they are honest cowards. Kill them all.
Check the container.
What the fuck is this?